Hey guys, so this week's theme and challenge is to talk about your favorite episode, and then at the end, basically act out your favorite scene from that episode. So the episode I chose was The Way We Get By, Part 1 and 2, and I'm going to read you the episode descriptions from Degrassi Wikipedia. Okay. The Way We Get By, Part 1 aired on February 18, 2011 on T-Nick and Much Music. After his boiler room sheet fest with Bianca, girls consider Drew gross by association, but there's one girl who doesn't seem to mind, Bianca. Riley's mom finds out about him and Zane and she's not happy about it. And Allie's not having much luck winning over the girls at Beechwood Preparatory School for Young Ladies. Basically what happens is it shows Drew at the beginning and he's like walking through the hallways and girls are kind of like grossed out by him, and then he asks one girl to hang out after the game and she rejects him, and Bianca overheard at her locker, and then she tells him to call her. Shows him in the music room and he's practicing the drums, and then Bianca comes in and she starts like dancing, and then he stopped and she's like, "Don't stop on my account," and then he like walked over to him and like tried to like seduce him or something, and then he kind of is like, "It's your fault that girls don't like me," and she's like, "My fault. What happened at Boiler Room at Vegas night takes two people." And then he like is like, "You like me," and she's like, "Get over yourself. Just because some girls think you're hot stuff." And then they kissed, and then so adorable. And I was like, I was fangirling. And then it shows them walking back to his locker, and she invites him to like the drive-in, and then he tells her about the game, and then he invites her to the game, and she's like, "No, it's not my thing." And then yeah, and then she ends up going to the game and distracting him, and then after the game is over, Jenna is kind of like, she's going, and she was just like really rude. The plot with Riley and Zane is Zane went to Riley's house to study, and Riley's mom walked in on them kissing, and she's like, "Snacks for the study buddies," and yeah, and then it's not kind of very good, and then he leaves, and Zane leaves, and then yeah, and then with Allie, that's when she ends up going to Beechwood Preparatory School for Young Ladies, whatever it's called, and she meets Malika, and then she invites Malika over her house, and then Malika like was gonna sleep over, and when Allie's parents went to bed, she snuck out to her boyfriend's house. And then in The Way We Get By Part 2, Drew like confronted Casey and Dave in the locker room, and then they all decided that they should get to know Bianca more, and that they were all going to go to the dock before the big game. And they ended up going, and it wasn't really good, and I'll get into that more because that's going to be the scene that I'm doing at the end of this video. They go to the ravine, and basically Bianca is like, "Why don't you skip the big game, blah blah blah, the team will lose without you." And then he takes some shrooms, and then they're both high, and then "So, you gonna shoot another 3 tonight?" "That's the plan." Jenna, you know Bianca, right? "So, how's the pregnancy?"
So far so good."
"Well, you look great. Barely bigger than before." What Bianca meant to say is that you're perfect. Now and then.
Totally. I thought you were an idiot for buying those diet pills.
"Great, so I'm fat and stupid."
Bianca didn't mean that. I swear I didn't mean it.
"I told you this was a bad idea."
Dude, don't talk to my girlfriend like that.
She's being unreasonable.
"Better that than a skank who takes boys to the boiler room."
I tried. But I'm not going to sit here while these guys talk crap about me. Way to make her feel welcome. She said one thing and you guys jumped on her.
"She called me fat."
She wasn't wrong.
"I'm pregnant."